Welcome back! Another episode of Inside Homebuilt Workshop. What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to the shop for some more behind the scenes rambling. So who got a chance to check out the last video that I posted for the guitar foot switch? Yeah, right on. Thank you guys for watching. Now, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to put a link up here as well as a link down below in the description. I kind of debated on whether or not I really wanted to post that project because it's so specific. It's not woodworking or anything like that. It's not guitar building, and it's really kind of a specialized project for me. But I decided to go ahead and do it because it was kind of interesting, I thought, and maybe something useful for somebody. So I was hesitant whether or not I really wanted to post that, but boom, you guys get to check it out anyway. And I mentioned in the video that it may not be for everybody, but I did want to post it because it was a project that I was working on and took up a little bit of my time. So if you hadn't had a chance to and you're interested in what the heck I'm talking about, go check it out and let me know what you think. So what is going on around here? Well, there's a angry horse out there. I have been playing with 2-part epoxy for the last couple of days. I'm working on a bench that will be an upcoming video, and it's made from an old crusty piece of wood, and it's got a lot of cracks and stuff in there, so I've been filling those cracks with epoxy. I've been sticky with epoxy for a couple days. Man, it's a messy process if you don't wear gloves and stuff. And of course I did not get gloves, and I should have. So if you're going to be using epoxy of any sort, wear gloves. Hopefully I'll have that project wrapped up here soon, and we'll get that one up for you guys next. Also, I've kind of been on hold for that bass guitar neck that I'm working on. I had a little instance with the delivery of those parts. I ordered them, they should have been here like a week ago, and it didn't show up, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? I kept checking the tracking, and finally the tracking said that it was dead mail and it was at some recovery center. This is the first time I've ever had that happen. Basically, I guess the dead mail is like if the package gets damaged and they can't tell, they don't know where to deliver it to. I don't know if the stuff flew out of the box or something and all they had was parts. I don't know what happened, but I didn't get the stuff, and I had to file a claim with the post office, and it was this whole pain in the butt. So I emailed, I'm gonna name drop here because I was very impressed. Now, this is not sponsored or anything, but I had ordered the parts from Stewart MacDonald, which, if you're into guitars and guitar parts and tools and stuff like that, they're one of the main places to order tools and supplies and stuff like that. Again, not sponsored, but you got to check this out. I'm impressed. So I emailed them the following day after I filed the paperwork with the post office to try to figure out how do I get my stuff, and I emailed them just basically saying, hey, here's the deal, I didn't get my stuff, what's my course of action? Now, I didn't ask to have my order replaced or anything like that. I was merely trying to see if there's any sort of recourse so I can get my things, and it wasn't in a mean way. It wasn't their fault. I wasn't upset with them or anything, but I just emailed them saying, hey, what can I do? I know I really want to get these parts. And not even an hour later, they emailed me back and they apologized, sorry for the problem that you had. We're going to overnight the parts again to you through a different carrier, and you'll have them tomorrow. That blew me away. Stewart MacDonald, A+ for your customer service. That was amazing, and sure enough, I had my parts and tools the next day. Now, it wasn't just a couple of things. I mean, it was some tools and a few parts and supplies, and man, they just reshipped it out. I didn't ask them to do that or anything. I was just asking the question, what can I do? And boom, I overnighted it. Awesome. Man, I don't throw names out there a whole lot, but I gotta throw them out there and give them props for their customer service. Thank you, Stewart MacDonald. I really do appreciate that. Now that I've got all my parts, I'm back. Was that a bee? I think there's a bee. Oh great, bee season again. So I'm back to working on the guitar neck, but while I was waiting for those parts, I didn't want to be idle in the shop, so I started on this bench build. Thought it would be a lot quicker to knock out, but the epoxy has been holding me up. So now I kind of need to finish this epoxy deal so that I can clean up this mess that's in here and get back to the guitar neck. It's a big vicious circle. I just picked up this bottle of resin and more epoxy. Oh, that's horrible. I don't know about you guys, but for some reason I cannot stand the feel of epoxy on my skin. It's just weird. It's like that sticky, oily, I don't know, it just feels weird and I do not like it. So in case you can't tell, I'm not bundled up. I've even got short sleeves, although I'm a little cool. It's, I don't know, in the mid 60s or something like that now, and it's supposed to be really nice this weekend, so I'm hoping to get some decent time spent here in the shop. It is really nice to be able to work and not be all bundled up. Of course, my head's a little cold, but I'm not really one to go without my beanie only until it's like 70s, but I don't have it on right now. It's just a tiny bit cool in here, but definitely I can work and be comfortable. So the weather's maybe spring is starting to show up. I don't know. How is it where you guys are? You getting nice weather, or is it still kind of cold? I know in some parts of the country it's really warming up good, and we got some buds coming out on the trees, and I can see a little bit of green grass kind of poking up through the ground, so I've got my fingers crossed that we won't get any more snow. I don't know. The last couple of weeks we've actually had more snow than we've had, I think, the whole winter, really. We even had a little bit of rain and a couple of small snowstorms, and I don't know, crazy weather. Hopefully this time spring will spring. Spring will spring? Spring has sprung? I don't know. I can't really think of anything else going on. I'm doing a little bit of shop cleanup too, in between pouring some epoxy and waiting for that to dry. I'm trying to make a little bit more space if I can. I don't really have much to begin with, but trying to figure out some better ways to organize and store some things and really look at what do I really need. Do I need this thing? Do I need that thing? You know, I guess it's just that spring cleaning. I didn't really plan it to be a spring cleaning, but it just kind of worked out that way. So I don't know. You guys spring cleaning too? I don't know. It always seems like a good time to go through and get rid of stuff and make room for new stuff. Out with the old, in with the new. Is that spring cleaning? I don't know what that is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you guys get going. I got to get some more epoxy mixed up and poured on this bench so I can get it dry and work on something else. So, hope you guys are doing great. Thanks a lot for checking out this episode of Inside Homebuilt Workshop, and we'll see you next time.